El Paso, Texas. Two soccer officials trying to outrun the other. One's 17, one's 43. Robbie, the 17-year-old from El Paso, won. This isn't breaking news, and neither is the news of another official getting attacked. This time, a kid. So Barlow hopped a plane and went to Texas.
And so Ryan Barlow created this Facebook page. It's called Offside, and its mission is to shame parents, coaches, or players who lash out at officials. And he posts videos like these, and he offers support to referees. When he heard about 17-year-old Roberto Eager's assault, he decided to come down here to meet him.
I'm meeting with Robbie. I'm meeting with his family. We're going to the pitch where he was attacked.
5 days before, this was a crime scene with no arrest. This is Robbie's story, behind the badge.
There was a team from Juarez, and the team from Juarez was winning 1-0, and they got scored on the second goal. And the coach that I had been reffing before all his games in the tournament and past tournaments, he started to insult me, saying that it was my fault that they were losing and all this other stuff. So then he insults me, I red carded him, and I asked him to leave the pitch. And when he refused to do so, he asked me to just end the game.
We're not allowed to show the attack pending an investigation, but the video doesn't lie, and Robbie's dad has some choice words for his son's attacker.
What would you say to the coach that did it? What would you say to him if he was sitting in front of you right now?
I can't say that. I mean, I would probably curse him. I don't know.
All I remember is being knocked out. I mean, I was told that he hit me from behind, and I just woke up, I was knocked out, and everything was shaking.
Robbie describes what he could have done better. Barlow steps in frustrated, aggravated, and unwilling to allow Robbie to blame himself.
I turned my back, which you probably shouldn't do also, and just be careful.
You know, I don't know. What he just said is the epitome of what I'm begging people to understand when it comes to officiating. We're asking teenagers to recognize fouls, to manage communication with coaches and players, to be at the proper position and the proper angle of a pitch for a play. But this is where we have real issues, is now we're asking them because the parents are mad because he's made some bad calls. The coach is mad because he doesn't think that that goal should be allowed. And so now this youth referee isn't just a referee. He's a therapist. And we haven't taught him how to manage parents. We haven't taught them how to communicate and manage a mad 35-year-old man. We haven't taught him how to be a therapist to all of the personalities on a pitch. He's got a ref badge. He's not a therapist. And that's where the problem is with youth referees today. They're not properly developed because they're developing themselves. And then we have people acting like complete banshees on the sideline. And for what? It's a game. It's a U9 game. You reffed a U9 game.
Right.
He's 17 years old. And you want better referees. You don't even give the ones that we have a chance to develop, to make mistakes, to make those controversial decisions without you acting like a child yourself. And that's the problem. It's not the bad calls. It's the fact that you don't let the coaches coach, you don't let the players play, and you don't let the officials officiate. And that's where the problem is. And now he got attacked because of it by a 35-year-old coach. How'd you sleep that night?
I don't think I slept much.
I'm more of a goal scorer. So you like to attack, score, celebrate, run over to the sideline, pound your chest. Why'd you get into reffing?
I was invited by a friend of ours, which was at that time the league coordinator, and I started doing it, and I really liked it from the start.
Why? Why does a young person like to ref? I mean, come on.
I love being on the soccer field because, I mean, I've been here all my life, and I want to be here all my life. I love being here.
If you can't play, you want to be around it, right? This is why most refs ref.
Yeah.
This is Robbie's first game back after recovering from broken face bones and a concussion. So when little Sammy or little Sally gets knocked down, instead of screaming foul or hey ref, come on, perhaps you should just stop and you'll get up instead. That's what Robbie did. He got up, got well, and got back to the pitch. Maybe it's the parenting, maybe it's the love of the game, maybe it's just Robbie. Life lessons by a 17-year-old from El Paso, Texas. Don't turn your back on an adult at a kid's soccer game. What a shame.